Hi everybody, this is Randy from Randy's Crafter Creations, and I'm coming to you today with another cute card from our Stampin' Up Occasions catalog that was just released. So I made some shaker cards using the Yummy in My Tummy stamp set that is in the Occasions catalog that I can now show you because it is after January 4th. You can now go ahead and order directly from this catalog from my site. If you don't have one in your hands and you would like me to be your demonstrator, go ahead and click on the link. I can send you one. You can also click on the link underneath this video on my blog and see the PDF version of this catalog. It is just beautiful. Here's the Yummy in My Tummy set that I used that I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate today. Nice sets in our Occasions catalog. And during celebration, you can earn a stamp set for free. So if you go ahead and order some things from this catalog or a regular annual catalog, and you spend $50 or more, for every $50 that you spend, you get to pick something free from our celebration catalog, and that runs through March 31st. And there are just some fun things in here. This beautiful Avant Garden, which is free. I love the Carried Away Designer Series paper, and this goes with our Lift Me Up bundle. Our hot air balloon one that I made these cards with. I've been showcasing cards on my blog all month, getting ready for this. The other one that's fun, this chicken set, adorable. You can get the card tin, taco truck, so cute. So cute. I have that one right up here. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And I used the ice cream cone and the cupcake to stamp the background in this card. So anyway, I'm going to show you how to make a shaker card, and I do it a little bit different. So I don't know if you've noticed in my videos that I really like my fingernails, and they are a little bit long. They work for me, but they really don't work when I am trying to make shaker cards and I'm using the adhesive strips. Now, I love these adhesive strips, and I use them for a lot of things, but I do not use them for the shaker cards. Let me show you what I do instead. I use, for the shaker, I use my layering circle dies, okay? And what I do is I use two that coordinate. So I have my 3 dies here. I use the smallest one for the inside of his tummy to go ahead and cut it out to make the little window. Okay. Then the next 2 I nest together. I nest them together like that. I put them down on my paper, put them in my sandwich on my Big Shot, and run them through. And this is what happens. So when you run it through your Big Shot, you end up getting the circle with, come here, with the center. So the first time it cuts, it's just going to cut you the circle. Okay? When you cut it with both dies, it's going to cut you out the frame. This is what I use for my shakers. So what I do before I even start stamping is I go ahead and I cut myself 3, and I usually do it out of our watercolor paper. I'll cut myself 3 and I'm going to glue them together. And then we're going to go ahead and stamp and make the rest of our card. So I'm going to use my fine tip glue pen. And please remember, it dries quickly, so you want to go ahead and make sure that you put your cap right back on. So I'm going to go ahead and run some glue on here. Okay, and like I said, I use 3, and I find that 3 out of the watercolor paper is the perfect height to make a nice shaker out of it. The good thing about doing it out of the watercolor paper and using the glue and making sure it's nice and dry before you put the sequins or the beads in, whatever you're going to put inside your shaker, is that they don't stick. So me trying to use the adhesive strips, I'm like a cat in a yarn ball. in the first place. It's actually pretty funny because I get my fingernails stuck in it. But then also I find sometimes that depending on what I'm putting in to use as my shaker, I find that it sticks to the adhesive. And so sometimes they get stuck when I'm going to shake. So we're just gonna do this and we're gonna let it sit here and dry. So remember, I took my dies, I nested the two together, I ran them through my Big Shot, and I ended up getting my little frames here, which is great. These nesting dies are absolutely wonderful for that. Love it. So this is drying nicely. It's about 3 high. It's going to be perfect. All right, got my little circle there. And again, this circle goes to cut out for his tummy. But see, when I shake, everything is nice and smooth and it doesn't get stuck because I have that watercolor paper in there instead of the foam tape. So I like to use that. So anyhow, what we're going to do first is I would go ahead and stamp. I have my little window sheet to make my shaker out of. I don't want to lose that. All right, so I'm going to get my Melon Mambo because that's the color paper I'm using, and I'm going to take my my monster stamp from Yummy in My Tummy, and he's on a size F block, and I'm just going to ink him up. All right, and I'm going to stamp him down. Okay, now I would do this on the Melon Mambo paper, but I want you to be able to see it. So see, I've stamped my little monster on there. Go ahead and set that stamp aside. All right, then I'm going to turn around. So see, I have him stamped on the Melon, and I'm going to fussy cut him out. And I just took my scissors, and I went close. And some places are closer than others, but that's okay. So I fussy cut him out. Then I'm going to go ahead and lay my layering circle die in that. Put it in my Big Shot, and I will do another video where I demo the Big Shot if you don't already know how to use one. So I layer it on top of that, run it through my machine, and end up with a piece with the hole in the belly. Perfect. Go ahead and put the one over there so I don't lose it. Okay, so I already have my hole in my belly. All right, I stamped 2 that I fussy cut. Made the hole in just the one, and I'm going to use this as the backing. Okay, now you don't have to. You can just use a scrap and use it as the backing. That's fine, just as long as it's a little bit bigger than your hole. We can do that. I'm going to go ahead and set these aside. Okay, I'm going to use my Melon Mambo ink again, and I'm going to lay my little monster on top of the circle, and I'm going to stamp the word hugs, which is also part of the stamp set. And I'm going to stamp that right inside. Great. I messed up a little bit there. Let me go ahead and flip it back over. Flip it back over. All right, let's go ahead and stamp it again. Perfect. All right. Go ahead and close up my ink and put that aside. All right. So now I'm going to take my fine tip glue pen again, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue that right down to the piece on the base, either on the scrap piece, or if I were actually doing it directly on the monster, I would glue it right to the monster. And again, this is how I make shakers. This is how I find it works best for me. And I wanted to share that with you today. So I've been doing it this way for a couple years with our layering dies, with some other things. But this is the way I like to make shakers. I'm just going to lay that right down there. Great. Perfect. All right. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab a block and I'm going to lay that on top to make sure that that glue seals nicely. It's a nice heavy flat surface, and it'll just take a second. Let me go ahead and put my top back on. I can barely see it sometimes. All right, so our layering dies, we have circles, we have squares, we have ovals, and we have hearts. And they layer and nest all nice inside of each other, and they also have the scallop option too, which is nice to make the scalloped frames. If I don't put things away right away, I will lose them, especially because I'm filming a video. There we go. All right. Wonderful. Perfect. All right. Let me go ahead and get some sequins. Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use some glue dots. And I'm going to put glue dots on my transparency piece. And this is just our clear window sheet from the catalog. And I'm just going to put some glue dots in the corners because we're going to glue that to the back side of our monster. Excellent. Okay, and you're just tacking it. You're just tacking it there, so the 4 glue dots works fine. All right, I have my precision glue handy again. Let me go ahead and get some sequins, and you can put as much in or as little as you want. I'm just going to lay them in the center. Whoops! I say I'm going to lay them in the center, but I guess I really don't mean it, huh? Okay, I think I may have too many in there, so let me pour some out. There we go. All right. Wonderful. So they're going to be in the center. Sequins are like glitter. Sometimes they just multiply. We have plenty. All right. All right, I'm going to get my glue again, my precision glue. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it here on the outside edge. And I want to make sure that it's completely covered. Okay. And it is. And I need to put that cover back on. Love this stuff. All right, now I'm going to take my little monster and I am going to center him right on top and hold him down for a second. All right, I'm going to grab that trusty block of mine and lay that block on top. All right, and that's going to give me a nice seal when it's dry. So I have this guy, and I have this guy, and then once my little shaker's done, then I can put them on my card. I can put them on whatever I want. I can put them on a card. I can just leave them plain and give them as a tag. That's what I would use the exact match for on the back. If I wasn't going to put them on the card, I would do that. You could hang them as a tag, which is kind of nice. So there you go. And that's how you make a shaker. And all those little sequins will fall down. There's a little bit of static in there, but they'll fall down. Awesome. All right, I'm going to leave that on there to make sure it dries some more. Again, that was made with the Yummy in My Tummy stamp set from the new Occasions catalog. And we are currently in Celebration. Also, if you've ever thought about joining Stampin' Up, either as a hobby or as a business, during Celebration is the time to join. I welcome you to join my team if you would like. If you sign up during Celebration, you get to choose the items in your $99 kit, but you also get to choose 2 additional stamp sets. So you get your normal $125 worth of product for $99, plus you get to choose any 2 stamp sets additionally during your sign up for Celebration. So now's a great time to join. If you've been thinking about it, you can sign up as a hobbyist, you can sign up to do this as a business. It's totally up to you. If you just want to go ahead and sign up so that you can get your own discount, that's great too. There's also a link on my sidebar for that as well. If you would like me to be your demonstrator, if you would like to join my team, I would love to have you. So again, I am Randy from Randy's Crafty Creations. Visit my site at www.randycollins.stampinup.net. Have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Bye.